Break Tuesday. I'm excited. I got Dr. Chapa. How you doing, Dr. Chapa?
Oh, Dr. Chapa's doing fantastic. I'm so glad to be tuned in with everybody today. And it is an interesting yesterday was a start like foggy and gloomy but it turned out to be quite gorgeous and beautiful. Hopefully it'll do the same today for all the spring breakers that are out there in the new world of, the new fight.
Being allowed to go places.
Well, yes, right. I mean, we got a new game to play, so it's kind of exciting. I don't think there was a spring break last year, really. And so, yeah, it's a fun time for people to just be out and about. So I do pray and hope that your sunshine comes and you are basking in it, that you are enjoying the outdoors any way and every way you can.
All right. So it's another wonderful day here at KHEA Radio. We're broadcasting live from Lamarck, Texas, and we've been talking about a topic, shrinking safely in a toxic world. So this will be part 3 of the series. Can you kind of explain what that means?
Yeah, so shrinking safely in a toxic world. That's what we try to theme out our month. That way we have an idea, you guys have something to know what we're going to be talking about. And everybody loves the idea of weight loss. Weight loss is definitely on the top of everybody's number one complaint list. They want to lose weight. They're not happy with their inches. They're not happy with the different situations going on in their body presentation-wise, and we want to help them understand that health is the number one goal. Health is the best way to lose weight. Anybody can be locked in a closet, if you will, and lose weight, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's the right weight to lose. And so we've been talking about how to lose weight in a healthy world. And at Living Well Clinical Nutrition Center, we want to be your number one health and wellness resource for all your alternative medicine needs. We believe that all life starts and stops at the cellular level, and nutrition is the fundamental backbone that drives your health forward in a direction you want it to go, or to let it slip off the cliff down into disease, diagnostic land, and or symptom land that you don't want to be a part of or associated with, accelerated aging that people are so accustomed to, and frankly aren't being educated well on why this is happening. And so we don't want ignorance to be your story. We want you to be educated. So this month we have on the 23rd a class on this topic where we'll be teaching all the different aspects of healthy weight loss and how to shrink those fat cells, because a fat cell can swell up 7 times, 10 times the size of normal. And it does that to protect your body's or your key organ systems, your core organ systems, your liver, your kidneys, your bowel, your heart, your lungs, and making sure everything works like it's supposed to. So come join us on the 23rd. It's a Tuesday, next Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. And so we would love for you to sign up for that on Facebook. Make sure that you're part of our email newsletter list so that you can get all the up-to-date health information that we have available. We're always looking to give you guys the best of health and wellness in the science world and the clinical world, for which we're learning day in and day out in the trenches.
Dr. Chapa, first of all, I got to bring up the fact that it's already going to be March 23rd of 2021.
It's insane.
My parents warned me of this happening. As you get older, they say time flies. You blink, and it really has been. And last year, this year, it's already March of the brand new year that we just had, New Year's.
You're right. I mean, and we are. I mean, it's scary how fast it flies, and kids have no idea, right? I mean, they just kind of go through the day and hours and weeks and months pass by, and they don't have a concept of how fast it is. But definitely as we watch, I mean, I'm realizing next month, this time next month, my daughter will be 15 years old.
Wow.
And my youngest is 5. And I'm just thinking, oh Lord, and not in like I feel like I'm getting old. I'm like, oh, they've grown so fast, and I want to make sure that, a part of being healthy is appreciating and walking in that gratitude, that thankfulness that God is so good to give me life, to have been able to spend 15 years with Kinley and 12 years with Dash and 9 years with Lex and 5 years with Ellie. I mean, last night my daughter comes in and She's 5, and eloquently, confidently tells me about a dream that she had. And I shared this dream with a friend of mine, and I was just like wowed by the fact that it was a spiritual dream for me. And because I don't dream, like that's not my gift by any stretch. And so I'm always fascinated when people have dreams, and I'm more interested in the fact that they might have a relevance to what's going on in my life, and that God may actually communicate through my children or my wife to me. And this is the value of family. This is the value of having a spiritual family that I love and trust, that can speak into my life, and I'll listen. And I'm always open to the fact that God is always communicating, and He's always sharing a message with you wherever you're at right now and whatever you're doing, that you can find that still small voice, that peace that surpasses all understanding, and be led by it. And that's Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, one of my favorite assurance of guidance passages. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding in all your ways. Acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path. And I hope that just maybe that wasn't in my thought process this morning to share, but I do time flies, and recognize that time flies, and appreciate that God is guiding you. Just are you fighting Him on His guidance, or are you walking out the path that He has laid out before you? And so I just want to challenge you guys to be more in tune to that. Especially spring break is a time where hopefully you're resting. Hopefully you're enjoying some stillness and some slowness. I mean, I noticed the traffic was not bad, even though it was foggy as all get out and rainy a little bit. And so hopefully, there is a rest in the air, and people are finding that kind of solitude. You were just telling me about your new little Whoop app. Told you that you needed a nap, and your wife said, "What?"
I sent her a screenshot. I said, "This thing's telling me I need to take a nap," and I put like a sweating emoji, and I already knew that was not going to fly. Like later, I get home, and the kids are been inside because if it's nasty weather and stuff, and they're going to be like, "Come on, Dad, let's play." I'm like, "I'm going to take a nap." That's not going to fly.
It's not going to fly,
Nah.
And that's definitely one thing that as adults we as fathers especially, napping is not always on the docket, because our kids, they have other agendas for us, don't they?
Yeah, I just get slapped around a little bit sometimes, and I wake up, but I agree with that. And then I also saw another comment from Michelle that said she had lost 7.56 inches using the Zerona laser at your office at Living Well.
It's funny that I think that that's their way of saying, get back on track, Chapa. Get back on track. Tell us how to shrink in this toxic world. Your body stores up toxins, and that's one of the challenges that our bodies are faced with day in and day out is toxicity. I was listening to a podcast this morning, and the guy not sleep as deep as you would like, and heaven forbid you have real toxins floating around in the walls, different types of challenges in the air ducts of your home. Air quality is important. Water quality is important. And recognizing that the things that we put on our body, from the shower gels to the hair care products to the beautiful makeups that all of us guys love so much for our wives to use. And I've had to say that last part because, heaven forbid that you and I would be putting on makeup this morning. Could you imagine we had a show where we had like a beauty person come in and put makeup on?
Are you not putting on makeup? I've been putting it on for years. Just before I
wasn't going to say it on the radio.
That shine. I try to get that little pop, right?
But all these things have a tendency to cause our bodies to build up toxins that your body sometimes should be able to get rid of. But what if it can't? What if it gets to a point where it's just too much of a burden, and now you're trudging through the mud knee deep, and you're not moving very fast on your journey? And now all of a sudden your body is not recovering as fast as you would like. Well, here's the deal. So I always seem like I talk too much on the radio. So I thought maybe question.